Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and I was always told I had a voice radio, so today I am showing you a very exciting new item card. It's Energy Lotto, and I like Energy Lotto. Now, what Energy Lotto allows you to do is to look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and if you find an energy there, then you get to go ahead and put it in your hand. This is nice. Now, to be fair, for basic energy, who cares? We've got Energy Search, or Professor's Letter, or as I like to call it, Double Energy Search. So no one's going to be playing this to find basic energy, but that's not the issue. It is special energy. Special energy is very, very precious. We've got double colourless energy, which is vital for decks like Vespiquen and Mega Mewtwo. We've got double dragon energy, which is vital for Giratina. And we've got strong energy, which is vital for decks like Zygarde, like Lycanroc. Any deck, really, that revolves around fighting Pokemon. And we've never had a really good way to search them out. Now, the good news is that nowadays we've got Special Charge, which allows us to recover these special energy and get them back into our deck, but we still need a way to search them. As an example, one deck that I've been a big proponent of since the Sun and Moon set came out is Tauros Garbodor Hammers. I'm a big fan of this deck. But in this deck, you only want double colourless, because that's all Tauros needs to attack. And the way you make space to play your Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, etc. is by just playing 4 double colourless energy and nothing else. But the problem is, what happens if you don't draw into your double colourless energy? I suppose the answer is, you just don't attack. Now, back when it was legal for tournament play, and it still isn't expanded, people used computer search. And computer search, it could grab you any card in your deck. But really, for decks that relied on special energy, computer search was more often than not used to search for special energy, or used to search for a Sycamore in the hope that you would draw into a special energy, amongst other things, where the special energy itself wasn't enough. Fast forward to when we don't have that, and people have been playing Misty's Determination just to try and get their special energy. Now, Tamal Cameron won the very last UK National Championships back in 2015, and he actually played Misty's Determination. He was playing a Vespiquen deck. He really, really needed to get his double colourless energy because it's a Vespiquen deck. So what you did was discard a card from your hand, look at the top 8 cards of your deck, and put one into your hand. Now, don't get me wrong, this could also be used to search for any other card in his deck, but there was no reliable way to get double colourless energy. This is what he had to use. And that whole preamble was hopefully to show you how important it is to find special energy in some of these decks, and how difficult it's been at times. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't perfect, but you're looking at the top 7 cards of your deck. And a lot of the time, the top 7 cards will be there. It's got the same odds as a Professor Sycamore. Professor Sycamore lets you look at the next 7 cards, as does this. This will get you your special energy in the same way as playing a Professor Sycamore will. And you don't have to discard a card from your hand like you would have to with Misty's Determination. Now, sometimes that can actually be a bad thing. Vespiquen, of course, does 10 more damage for every Pokemon in the discard, so it had a brilliant ancillary use. And the new Aqua Patch card, Dark Patch for water Pokemon, attach a water from your discard to your benched water Pokemon. It would actually be really handy to use Misty's Determination, discard that water energy so that you can get it back. But here's the thing. It's not just that you get to look at the top 7 cards of your deck with Energy Lotto. It could be more than that. So we've had times in the past where we play a Sycamore, and I've been here in many, many games. If I hit the double colourless energy from this Professor Sycamore, I will win the game, but I might not hit it. And then I'll lose the game. Well, this gives you an extra chance, because if you don't draw the double colourless, but you do draw the Energy Lotto, then you get to look at the next 7 cards in your deck. So actually, you could end up looking at the top 14 cards of your deck, and that's pretty much a quarter of your deck. So if you don't get the special energy then, it's going to be very, very disappointing. It's a game you weren't meant to win. Now, if all you want to do is find energy, we've got better cards. I mean, Professor's Letter. Because not only does Professor's Letter guarantee that you get a card, but it also gets you 2 energy cards. So in a deck like Volcanion that plays no special energy, Energy Lotto's going to be a complete and utter waste of your time. But in decks like Giratina that relies on Double Dragon, like Zygarde that relies on Strong Energy, like Vespiquen that relies on Double Colourless, or Tauros, then I could really see this seeing a lot of play. Now, the closest we've had to this in recent memory, like I've said, is Misty's Determination, but not having to discard a card, and of course, not having it be your only supporter for the turn, really does make it, in my eyes, a superior card. So I am going to be giving Energy Lotto between 3 and 4 Wassies. This is not an every deck card, but in a deck where you're playing, and some of them, like I say, just 4 double colourless energy, this is absolutely brilliant for making sure that you have that double colourless energy and you don't miss any attacks. Now you know the deal, ladies and gentlemen. There is a comment section. Tell me what you think about Energy Lotto. You know the deal, go nuts, but be nice. There are buttons to both like this video and subscribe to this channel, and I would be delighted if you would use them both. You can find me on Twitter @TheWassie, and the most important thing as always is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.